Hey, Quake to Rage. That's how I'm gonna parse your nickname, with Quake to Rage. What stakes are limit hold'em quality for decent living income? Maybe 10, 20 and up. I mean, actually some guys are actually playing these stakes for a living already, so 50 cents, $1. The most important, let's say the most important thing here is that you also have, hey Musky, thanks for playing with us here today. I'm saying the most important, but it's not really the most important. It's really big part of a fixed limit hold'em winnings is Rayback, obviously. So that means that if you want to play obviously a poker or a fixed limit hold'em for living, you should be a supernova, at least supernova here on PokerStars. So that means you at least have to collect 100k VPV points per year. So and some players are actually doing this here on 50 cents, $1 already. But I think the most that they usually people starts playing professionally, it's either 1-2 or maybe 2-4. I think those are the first limits where you can actually think about playing fixed limit hold'em professionally. But obviously if you want like a decent living income, obviously the higher it can go, the better. You have to know that 10, 20 and up, it's not running all the time, unfortunately. It only runs when or some bad players comes to the table. So but basically the 5-10 runs all the time. So I think that if you're playing, like I'm playing from 2-4 to 15-30, and I have a decent, I'm making decent living income right there. So I think that's pretty good. Obviously you have to play several different limits. You can't be just playing like saying I'm just gonna be a 5-10 player. There's just not enough tables available there, so you have to be playing multiple different stakes. I'm playing 2-4, 3-6, 5-10, 10-20. I'm playing 5 different stakes myself. So I'm gonna bet here again. I'm gonna fold 10-8. I would raise 10-8, 10-9 suited, but I'm folding 10-8. Protecting your hand in limit hold'em, how is that working for you? Yeah, it's hard. Definitely hard to protect your hand, but hey, it's definitely possible. Just really need to be like focused and just trying to parse a opponent's opening range and or just playing range and just going from there. I'm definitely gonna call once more here against Johan. Probably just calling down here. I'm not really willing to fold. Hey Andreas, thank you for the follow. Like I said, not really willing to fold. Definitely not now that I'm board paired. But if he bets again, I kind of know that he probably has a good hand. He probably wouldn't be bluffing here at this point, unfortunately. But I have to call anyway with ace high. He has 9, so that's fine. Flooring Katana, are we gonna bet out here? I'm gonna just check and call if he bets. I'm just hoping that he bluffs with a worse hand, with a king high, but nope. He might be calling with king high, so that could be an argument for betting there, actually. 30k hand per month. I think you can get supernova at 1-2 already. Is that true? Let's see. I can actually check it right away. I have some calculator in Excel. I don't really want to show it, so I'm just gonna go black for a second. Don't mind me, guys. Sorry about that. Where do I have it? So let me just get this file right here. I'm gonna look it up right away. Let me just come back here. Yep. So you said 30k hands. So I assume that would be 1-2 now. I think that's 1-2. 1-2 playing 30k hands. You get way over. Actually, way over. Yeah, that's exactly it. You basically need 30k hands for being a supernova on 1-2. So that's the first limit that you can play, like 30k hands per month. Yeah, a bit less than that to be exact. In general, yes. I'm actually not gonna check raise here against a head agent because he's so passive when he actually does not have like the nuts, and he is betting twice here, so I'm definitely worried that he actually has a better ace than me here. And if he's willing to bluff 3 times, I'm gonna be happy camper about it. Even knick-knack knock here calls, I'm gonna call here, I can't fold. But he actually, like I said, he actually had a better ace there, and he actually had ace 5, so I knew that he's not gonna... He's pretty straightforward, I guess. Straightforward slash passive, so yeah. So if you want an exact number, you basically need 315,000 hands to get supernova at 1-2. And if you're, for example, if you're winning 1 big bet per 100, let's say 1 big bet, which is pretty good, obviously. If you get 1 big bet per 100, that means you get about $1,000 per month. Altogether. So some people obviously are already living with that kind of money, especially if you are from countries that do not have like the most biggest expenses, like living expenses. Like I don't know, you can see lots of Russians and Belarusians and Ukrainians playing these stakes. So, limp and a cap by Demon here. That's gonna be interesting. Are we gonna go for I'm gonna call once and see that what turns bring. And turn does bring me a flush draw, so I'm gonna continue with my hand here. Obviously still worried about the Demon's hand. If browsed would be like folding here on the flop, I would even play aggressively against him. I'm just thinking that I don't really trust him with that limp and a cap, but I guess I have to trust him. I guess I'm gonna fold here. I guess he's gonna show. Well, ace jack, he was checking behind ace jack. Well, a limp capping with ace jack is definitely a bit too loose. Against browsed, against his range here, I'm not gonna check raise this flop. I'm just gonna call. I would check raise the flop, it would be a bit better, I guess, but not like this. Yeah. He did value bet twice against me. I mean, he was protecting his hand. I'm just gonna make a note that he's... So yeah, doing pretty bad at tables right now. Just losing like the whole time here, so can't really do much. So I'm just trying to play my best. So we're in the last half an hour of our play here. So let me update for the last time. We're gonna be probably down like 50 or 60 bucks. Yeah, 60 bucks already, unfortunately. So basically that's everything that we won back in our previous live stream. We're just losing here at this table. So basically everything that I'm gonna bring back now, more than like everything above minus 60 is gonna be pretty good for me now today. So yeah, let's just make it short. Don't even lose more. So if we count that we are up like 40 bucks at one point, maybe not 40 but 30 bucks up right now. We lost more than 90 big bets today already from our peak point of our live stream here. So that's quite a lot. Not gonna lie to you. I think I'm playing about 30k hands per month too. Not sure. And I get 300 KV points just because I'm playing, let's say, up to 1530. So yeah, another cap pot here, and nothing that I could do here. Same here with a 9. Just have to fold. Not gonna 3-bet against Kerkop here, he's just a bit too tight. Well, maybe not on his cutoff, but definitely on his button range. Check raise by browsed on this really dry board. Basically, it's the driest board possible. So I should either call down here or should I fold? Probably even the flop, to be honest. Yeah, let's call it down. Especially now that king pairs. What I would expect to lose here, and I do lose. So yeah, just not running well today. And here's a donk bet by Svrivnitz, and he hits it too. So yep, nope, not today. Not today. The tables are pretty good right now. The bottom left is not the best. I could see a better table than that, but in general, I think the tables are better than they were before. They were just crappy before. Now they're fine. I'm actually gonna join the waiting list on some of these tables. I could even join this table here. I know that this guy Bela Big here actually quit the table before when I joined, so let's see if he actually does this again. If he does, I'm actually not gonna join his tables anymore. I'm gonna stop joining his tables. That's what I meant there. I was gonna pull this aside here. So yeah, last half an hour of play today. So I usually do not refresh my graph in the last half an hour, so I'm gonna do the same thing today. So I just hope we get something back here in the last half an hour. I mean, if it's gonna continue like this the whole live stream, then we're not gonna get it back. But we need to stay positive, right? So I mean, at least we have to just try to play our best, and let's see where that brings us. Queen 9, yeah. Queen 10, also betting here pretty easy. Having the nuts here is always good. I actually folded. That was kind of a bummer. I assume Svrivnitz is gonna donk bet if he actually has here, but I have to call here. If he hits another flush, so be it. And he does, there's nothing I can do really. I mean, I would assume that he has a flush here when he plays it like this, but you never know with him. So no, just not very lucky today. 10-6. I'm just gonna play it slowly here. Also not folding here with Ace-8. I'm not really going to donk bet here with Ace-8, but I'm definitely not folding, so not a good table here. Here's Ace-10. He check behind on the turn and reward. That's kind of interesting. King-Queen. GD2 shoes had King-Queen there, so he was basically bluffing here. So that's good to know that he has this in him. So my calls are gonna be a bit easier in the future. Can you tell us something about your decision to went full-time poker player, which limit it was, and did you improve your game a lot by playing full-time? I mean, it really happened like I didn't really want to become a a full-time poker player. Actually, I told my girlfriend that I would, I kind of promised her basically to never become a poker player, a professional poker player. So, but it kind of happened that way. I never got any jobs, like a 9 to 5 jobs. I was just playing poker and doing some. I was pretty active on Slovenian poker forum, so that was everything that I did basically. But I kind of progressed. Everything I kind of progressed into playing poker professionally. Like I said, I didn't really expect it to be like this, but so it just happened really naturally. So which limit were I playing? I mean, I was playing the same as I'm playing these days, kind of up to 510, I guess. So yeah, obviously being in now also in Team Online, Team Pro Online, it's kind of makes everything a bit easier. So yeah. And if I did improve my game, of course I had to improve my game like all the time. At least when I was starting playing poker. So even when I was playing full time, of course, not really doing that much anymore. Still from time to time, obviously I'm doing session reviews and stuff like this, but I'm not really into that anymore. I have so many other stuff to do really, so I'm just kind of grinding here these tables, and of course doing live streams and all sorts of stuff. So yeah. Jack 10, definitely gonna play this hand unless someone 3-bets here, like GD to choose 3-bets, I'm gonna fold. But if he calls, it's even easier to play. Play is interesting. His opening range is like the same from all the positions except from the button. So kind of think that he's not really positionally aware here. That's what I would assume with his just looking at his stats, which I mean, it doesn't really tell me that much, but they tell me something at least. A7, definitely playable. I'm gonna check raise right away this flop. I should be check raising this flop with some other hands too, so not just with aces, of course. Or else my I mean, not sure if that's really that problematic against this kind of players, but in general definitely it would be better than that, to check raise here with all sorts of hands. He actually raised me here on the flop with a queen on the board, so he actually called call pre-flop. I'm gonna go for a check call again, just hoping that he has a a7 suit here or something like that. Don't even know what he can show me here, just maybe pair of 9s, something like that. Yeah, Kid again against raising Kid, a pair of 5s. Yeah, I mean, that tells me right away that he's not like the best player out there. I definitely gave him a bit too much credit before. His stats actually looks pretty good, but I don't think he's in general he's not probably playing that well. He's not post flop. It is not pre-flop. Sorry about it. It's not pre-flop. His post flop raise was obviously fine. I'm gonna bet here again against Kide. I assume he would do something with a 6. I assume not. That's not entirely true probably, but I assume. Oh, let's see with that queen. What I'm talking about with the queen, of course. I have 6s here, so that's why I was talking about 6s. So Johan actually opened 3 bets pre-flop, and now he just checks here. Giving his hand away, I assume. I would assume Browse would bet here when Johan checks with a hand, so I'm free to bet here turn and probably the river too, so I'm gonna call here. I have to call. Yes, he hits a flush, so there's really nothing that I could do. Guys, nothing that I could do here today. I got like 3 flushes in a row here in this table, 2 against 5 minutes and 1 browsed. Beats me with a flush too, so yeah. Just not running well. Maybe the thought about having a downswing is kind of true now. I mean, I was still saying I'm still on PokerStrategi forums. I wrote it. I did an update obviously, and I was talking about like the downswing and stuff like this. But I really even though I'm talking about downswing, I don't really think that I actually am in one. I mean, losing like 250 big bets is, you can't really say this about that this is a downswing, especially not in fixed limit hold'em games. Maybe in these stakes, yeah, kinda, but not. If I would lose that much in my regular games, I wouldn't even that's not even close to being in a downswing or whatever. So so yeah, but of course now it's kind of different. I mean, losing all these hands to here, I'm gonna probably have like 45% went to showdown and just like very crappy win a showdown, unfortunately today. So yeah. Three bet by Johan. This time I assume he's not gonna check. Well, if Browse here raises, I'm gonna fold right away. Wow, nice river there. How did the action? How did actual went? Actual went check. Poor kid. How did this hand finished? Johan actually folded on the river. That is fine. King 10 definitely gonna raise here against Limper, against Demon Limper. Kinda expected for him to 3-bet here, to be honest. He was doing this before with Ace Jack, so not the best flop. I might even fold right away. I'm gonna fold right away, to be honest. I don't mind. Gonna continue betting here against Kida. If he has a hand, he's gonna show it to me. I might even check behind here. I kinda assume I'm not gonna get called by a better hand, just because he's really passive and stuffly. So I'm just gonna check behind here and hoping that he doesn't show me a better hand than mine. But no, he had A7. He wouldn't call me there with A7, I think. Even though, I mean, he just went to shoulder and it's pretty big actually, 56%. But in our previous hands that we played together, he actually was kind of foldy when always when he checked behind, he always folded with a bet on the turn or the river. So. Really to shoes again here in the hand. I mean, this time I don't really have a showdownable hand, so I definitely need to hit something here. I didn't, so I'm just gonna fold. That queen didn't really that ace didn't really change much, but obviously I would prefer hitting something here. Yeah, sure, let's raise split actually to shoes. Actually got a cab by Johan. That's gonna be interesting here to see. I'm gonna call once for my 2 overcards here. Even a king might be good. I mean, it might be only the king. It might be good, but it's still a fine call here, I think. I'm gonna call once more. Obviously, just folding can improve, then I need improve here, so I can't even bluff this or anything like that. Just check raising air cup here. The board, I mean, the turn is like really foldable for him. He's either folding this or having a best hand, so I assume he has a flush draw here on the turn, so that's why he called. So that's why I'm gonna check call the river. He doesn't bite, so unfortunately was hoping that he would bluff me there, but he didn't. So yeah, he had a 1-card flush draw, so that's what I was hoping to see. But obviously was hoping for him to bet, even though it was not really the chance for that were pretty low. So Browsed actually, that's gonna be kind of painful. Didn't want to actually check behind. I believe that he might be checking behind with an ace. Browsed actually caps pre-flop, and now he just checks the flop. That's, I mean, I'm gonna call, but I'm gonna lose this hand most of the time. Kid actually calls me again after I 3-bet. I might go for a check call on the river now. Doing again, same thing again basically. I'm just betting when I think I'm ahead, but I'm just slowing down on the river. Because he's gonna call, that's why. He's not really bluffing like anything. He's never betting. Like I like tried so many times before for him to bet, but nope, he's not budging here. Gonna quit this table. I have one table going on already, so for the last 15 minutes here. Unfortunately, we're not doing anything any better than we did before, so I'm just fortunately just losing here. But you saw it yourself, guys. That's why you need a pretty big up and pretty good bankroll management, and if you want to play not just professionally, just in general, if you want to play poker, you can do nothing wrong the whole live session, just be down as much as we are today. Kind of down bet there with a pretty good, obviously pretty good draw, yeah. That's understatement. I have the nut flush draw. Didn't hit it unfortunately, so I'm just gonna fold. What the kid here has? He was caping pre-flop and did check calling the flop twice. I assume he has aces here and just slow playing with aces. Nope, ace 5. Wow, he was caping pre-flop with ace 5. Pokali actually had the set of 8, so. So this was our last hand here, this table, so I'm just gonna pull this table right here now. It seems okay table, okay of a table, yeah. So yeah, just a more 15 more minutes, guys, here, and then we'll call it a day. Day 52. It's not gonna be it's not gonna stay in our memories as a good day, unfortunately. Kid plays so aggressively pre-flop, but post-flop he's just really passive. So this time I'm just gonna fold to this driest board as possible. If he's willing to bet here, it's his. I mean, I was running kind of well against Kida, at least in the last few hands here. So he's actually losing some of this table. Two betting here and actually got capped again by Kida. So I think I should be donk betting here with almost any hand, so I'm gonna donk bet here, of course, with the nuts. Hoping that he actually finally caps here, he finally has a good hand and he caps here. Let's hope ace 5, obviously is not his favorite hand, so we'll see in a turn here. Oh, just calls. Gonna bet here, just, and if someone raises, I'm obviously gonna 3-bet here. I wonder what this guys had here. And king queen, both guys had king queen and nobody did anything here really. So yeah, was thinking for milliseconds I was thinking about checking the river just so I would get like check raise, I could get a check raise in, but yeah, that wouldn't be that bad actually. But he's not betting anything here, so I think just betting there is fine. Not bluffing on this board. Just not the board that I'm willing to bluff on. Browse raise pre-flop. No, he checks. Maybe you change the challenge from $10,000 to 20. Yeah. Unfortunately, but no. I mean, it's really not a problem. I mean, in terms of, like I said, big bets, we did the most of the work already. So we just need to just need to run a bit better now on 1-2, and we're gonna finish our challenge pretty quickly. I mean, in terms of dollars, like I said before, it definitely looks bad, but in terms of big bets, we're still doing fine. I mean, my win rate is still like 1.5 big bets per 100 here, so it's still good. Obviously, it was better before when it was like 3 big bets per 100, but we know that that wasn't sustainable. So 1.5 big bets is way more realistically possible than 3 big bets. So and we are about that there now. Casho here seems to be playing a bit too loose here, so loose and aggressive. I'm gonna make a yellow note on him. Used he actually from Slovenia. Maybe he's Jost. That's a cheese. That's a Slovenian cheese. But he's from Slovenia. I'm gonna make a note on him with a purple tag. Yes, I have all the Slovenians in the purple tag. Same with used here. No, not gonna raise. That's gonna be interesting here against Casho. If he don't bets, he does not, so I'm gonna bet here with my ace high, assuming it's the best hand. Assuming that he's spilling with 2 overcards, but no, now he bets. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm gonna call obviously here with ace high, but I'm hoping that he's doing with flush draw, and he does. Nice. Sometimes people are doing this with the nuts also, like check calling the flop, and then like the dangerous turn hits, and now all of a sudden they have to donk bet because they are afraid that I'm gonna check behind or something like that. But I'm happy that he actually did it with this with a flush. I'm actually gonna make a note on this. King queen suited. Nice. I'm gonna donk bet this hand. I don't want to see a check behind by Kida here. We saw before that he's checking behind way too much, so I'm just gonna down bet here. Browse actually raised us. That is obviously kind of worrying. Definitely, wow, Kida actually raised us this time. So that is even more worrying than Browse raising here. The 6 hits. I mean, the flush draw hits, so I'm not really willing to fold. It's just a bit of a hand to fold. And he actually had the king and a flush draw, so nice hand. And now I have to down bet here again, and I'll have a straight. Or at least I got lucky there. I assume I got lucky. He actually had ace king. Wow, he can actually raise ace king. Another big pot here, big pot brewing. Cacho actually open raising caps. Definitely not willing to fold on the flop, especially for backdoor flush and backdoor straight draw. And of course, a king or queen might be good too. Kid actually bets, so I'm gonna go in just a check call down mode really. When he bets, he usually has something. So I mean, he's playing like every hand. So now I have again I hit my straight here, so I'm just gonna donk bet. I'm losing to king queen, which I don't believe he actually has, so I'm gonna bet on 3 bet. Wow, he was actually doing this with ace queen, so maybe he's kind of tilting a bit or something like that. Maybe he's a bit frustrated with me, and he started like betting even with ace queen, even though he wasn't doing this before. He was even checking behind with aces before, with upper raise and stuff like this. So yeah. I'm just gonna call once more here and just fold and improve here. I can't really check raise. I could see a check raise on the turn, but not here on the flop. Yeah, I'm raising with king jack. I'm not gonna change the tables here. The bottom left is not the best one. Maybe now that Dimitri here joins and Vadi here joins, but before it wasn't the best. But I only have like a few more minutes here of our play left, so I'm just gonna obviously continue with the current tables. Easy going 1-1. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Mirror's Mafia, sir. Used if you're looking this, or Yost if you're looking, you're a bit too tight it seems. Maybe only playing 11% in 18 hands, so I guess you only played 2 hands so far. Oh, here's a 3-1. I guess your VIP is gonna rise to 15% now. Don't bet, and you have to fold when Cacho actually raised. Well, that wasn't. If you're folding, bet and folding here on this flop, that's definitely not a good bluff. Then you have to fold here right away. So. I'm not sure why I'm opening up this table, because I want to finish with this one. I don't even need to go on the wait list anymore. No, just picked up the blinds with kings. Not gonna play this hand. I would say that Johnny seems a bit too tight, but now he actually pretty bets the hand against other players. Browse is doing pretty well the table, so you can see. 3-bet here, of course. Ace 3. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm just hoping that Vadi here doesn't call, and I'm good. Was a 3 bets. I'm gonna call once here and just call for kind of peel slash float slash let's hope that I hit an ace slash something slash that's it. Didn't hit, so that's a fault. It's a fault. Am I gonna check behind and call the river? Yes, that's what I want to do. Unfortunately, as queens. I mean, I was lucky in a few hands before, so I can't really be that. But in general, we were definitely unlucky today. I kind of wonder what my stats are today. I think I'm going to show them quite a lot today. Maybe a bit even too much, but I just have good hands in general. So, but people are seem to be hitting like their top range the whole live stream, unfortunately. So. So I'm gonna play this orbit and then another one, and that's gonna be today. So basically when I get to the big blind, I'm gonna just check out the option and the sit out next big blind. Like I'm doing right here. King Queen definitely playable here. Even if browsed 3 bets, I'm gonna call here. No, don't man. His 3 bet is pretty low. So yeah, gonna call once. Backdoor flush on a king and a queen should be good enough to call. Hey MBSZ, welcome to the stream. Can I bet here again? I'm basically bluffing here against Kide. He has to fold something. I get lucky again to just continue with bets here. He does not fold anything. He was folding before, but now he just stopped folding here. Oh, I mean, he's not folding a pair. I mean, he called with 6-9 suited, so yeah, that's fine. Here one more hand and we're gonna go in a set of Nick's big blind mode. A few more hands here. King 9, not gonna open from under gun. I would open like King Jack, even though, man, these guys are kinda tight. I would even maybe King 10 would be openable here in this lineup. I wouldn't mind that actually. Well, here is our kid who is checking behind a lot. So now the question is, should I call here or just fold? I guess I'm gonna call and see the river. If he bets again, I'm gonna fold. He was never bluffing before, so I assume he's not bluffing now. I think he might have the best hand on the. If you believe it, I think he had the best hand on the flop already, even though he checked behind there. Not sure if that's actually true, but I think. So 3-betting against Browsed. He's a bit too tight. Well, he's playing way too tight. Browsed, if you're watching the lesson today, I think you're maybe a bit too tight. Maybe, I mean, maybe, yeah, 300 hands, 400 hands already, almost. It seems like you're playing all the hands, at least against me, or at least flopping good, but in general, I think you might be a bit too tight. But it's working well so far for you, so I can't say much about that. Yeah. So we had this orbit, and then we're gonna call it a day. I think I'm gonna lose way more than 60 bucks here today. I think we weren't doing that great, even in the last half an hour, unfortunately. But there are still 2 days, 2 remaining days in this week. So like I said, I'm gonna have another live stream on Thursday, starting again on 11:30 AM, and then another one on Saturday, starting a bit later in the afternoon actually. So aces, yeah, come on, let's beat with aces. Haven't seen aces for quite a while now. Ooh, and a 3-bet, nice. Against Johnny. Here's Johnny. Where's that from? Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny. Oh right, that's from Better Call Saul. I'm just gonna call here, basically slow playing here. I actually wanted an exact scenario like this. I didn't really expect for a Cacho to actually 3-bet here, so wow, they're playing quite aggressive here. So I think this is actually pretty good for me. I'm gonna I'm gonna call here, and I'm gonna hope that Johnny raises, and he does, and now I'm going to bet. So yeah, if I raise right away, Johnny's gonna just raise the 1 cent, and I obviously don't want to see that, so I'm just gonna play like this. I think I played well. I might get a few more bets out of these guys here, who knows, but in general, I think it was I think it was fine. That was fun hand. But it was like aces versus kings versus queens. I wouldn't be surprised. It was queens and nines, so yeah. Nice big hand at the end, for the end of our live stream, and that was it, guys. That's actually it for the day. Yeah, that's it for here. That's it for this table here, and we actually folded 10-8 offsuit. Did we win ace jack? Let me just see that. Yeah, actually we did. He just folded on the river. That is fine. So yeah. Well, maybe, just maybe that last hand saved us, and maybe we are gonna be a bit better than just losing $60 here. We'll see. Let me pull up my holding manager here. Without further ado, I'm really not gonna do anything crazy here, so let me just update this graph because it looks so bad. So just oh yeah, 68. So we were down like wow, we were down like 80-90 bucks already. Yeah, so 68 is kind of okay at the end, so we won like 20 bucks back at the end. So I guess that's, at least we have that going on for us today. So yeah, basically we lost our whole win that we did the other day on Saturday. So it is what it is. So we played for 3 hours and 70 minutes, so that's 200 and oops, that's not great. It's 197 minutes. We played 860 hands. We lost $68.74. Look how many losing sessions now. in this last part of our live stream, just losing from this point on. This was our like the highest point here, 790 bucks, and from that point on we lost 500 bucks already. Wow, 500 bucks already. Thank God we have lots of reg back there. Let's see how many VPP points we got here today. Probably not that much. 153, that is fine. Is that correct actually? Yep, it is. So let me update my stuff here. So so 6360. I have some FPP/BB calculator here, so don't you mind that. We played 50 cents $1 today. We're gonna have another live session. Day 53 is gonna be on, like I said, on Thursday. That's not the 10th. That is not correct. Nope. Today is the 9th of June 2015, and we're gonna play it on 11th of June 2015. I just let me actually have a note here that I'm actually gonna yeah, here next live stream, here it is. So let me update my bankroll info here on the live stream. So on the Twitch layout. So day 53, like I said, starting on Thursday, starting at 11:30 a.m. Central European time or 5:30 a.m. Eastern time. We're gonna start with $428.52. So I mean that's way enough big of bankroll for 50 cents $1. So we're not in any troubles for that really. So but of course I kind of wanted to win today so we could make another shot at 1-2 in the next live stream, but unfortunately not. We're gonna make another shot when I hit like 550 bucks, I think. Is gonna be our next shot. Yeah, even though, like I said, I had $25 of FPP points here already, but I'm not gonna use them right now. So yeah, that was it for day 52. Wasn't the prettiest day, unfortunately. I could just have a quick look on report tables. What kind of stats I had? I actually had 41. I mean, my stats look kind of fine. I actually can show it to you guys, right? There's nothing that I'm showing that you shouldn't see. My VPIP and PFR were kind of okay. These are kind of standard for these stakes, I guess. My 3-bet preflop was kind of low, only 10%. Not sure why it was that low. I guess maybe players were kind of aggressive today, so that's why I didn't had chance of made many 3-bets. I assume. I don't know, maybe just because we just played 800 hands here. My win to showdown is 41%. My 100 showdown is 48. So obviously you can't win with those stats. Maybe I folded a bit too much on a big blind, but maybe it's fine for these limits because of the break. Maybe 32%. Yeah, it's still a bit too much. Maybe around 30 would be better. Obviously, on the high stakes, I have this below 30. So, yeah, nothing that we could do really. So, I think we I played fine throughout the whole day. So, unfortunately, just the poker stars didn't agree with me today. Unfortunately, so yeah. Let me just have a quick look on the chat because I see there's some other questions. It's funny, every other table I am 35 BPIP, but on the table I am like 25 per hand dead on the table, to be honest. Yeah, definitely that can happen. You start with $20 on fixed limit 10. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I started with 20 bucks on 5 cent 10 cent stables. That's basically 200 big bets for that limit, which is definitely aggressive, but I kind of am disciplined enough to start with this low bankroll and just move up and down when I'm according to bankroll management that you can see on the bottom left. So so yeah, maybe I subconsciously play tighter as you because you're stronger than the average player on the tables. I know, actually, I actually thought that you were playing a bit aggressively against me, just because I don't know, just because of me or whatever. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think you play fine. Just in general, I think it seemed a bit tight in general. But if you're saying that you're playing 35% with PIP, I guess that's fine. Hey, Nitsit Sloan, why don't you play no limit hold'em? Well, because I'm a fixed limit hold'em player. I'm fixed limit hold'em professional. being a member of team PokerStars Team Pro Line, I'm playing Fixed Limit Hold'em. So that's basically it. Yeah, that's it guys for day 52. Day 53 will be on Thursday, like I said before, main times before. I'm gonna see you so on Thursday. Good luck at the tables. Thanks everyone for coming here, and chatting in the Twitch. And yeah, like I said, good luck.